Hi everyone, welcome back to Manor Lords. Merlin here, hope you're doing well. It's been a couple of months in regards to the game time. When we last left it, I think we were coming up to summer. It's now in the autumn, and as you can see, it's chucking down with rain. Fields are currently being harvested as we speak. You can see them here. And hard at work into the fields, so we should be getting some wheat into grain, and then what will then happen is once that's been done, we can then put someone in a windmill and turn that grain into flour, and then obviously that flour will then go to the storage unit for our friend over here, I believe, in the bakery to start generating some more bread for us. On the subject of food in each and hour, we are sitting at 95 pieces of bread with one vegetable. With food for about 5 months and fuel for about 6 months. There's a lot more obviously housing than we've had before. Most of these are now either chicken coop or vegetable, as I'm trying to build as much food as I can. But it is, as we know, a balancing act to try and get one with the other. We're going to head over to Waldbrand, which is my second village, smaller village. Coming on again slowly but surely, but again we are looking to try and build as much food as we can, and as you can see here, currently we have enough food for 25 months and fuel for 13 months. I think that in part is to do with the fact that we have a nice berry plot over here, which is seasonal, so it's now not being collected. So I can probably take them off of the forager if they're in there. Yeah, they are. Actually, no, I'll leave one in there because the berries will then go to the marketplace. So forget what I've just said there. Our large granary, which we found before, has been fully restored and is now taking in the berries and the meat, as we can see with the hunting area over here. So again, taken over quite nicely. So plans afoot, what do we look to do? So if we stick to the Waldbrand for a moment, clearly this area is not designed for farming. So if you go into construction and just hover over or just click on your want, I mean, wheat is okay, it's not too bad, it could be better, and barley again is virtually non-existent as far as this is concerned. My thoughts will be is that the next choice of region will probably be over here, and both of them are very farm friendly. And what will then probably happen in due course is that I will then kind of cut back on the farms over here, concentrate on the farms over here, and use what they call pack stations to transport food to the other two villages. Now you say, what is a pack station? Pack station is where you have donkeys going between your towns, so it's like a trade sort of element. There's no coin involved, but what you will find in this situation is, and let me just pause the time again, is that you can trade on a ratio basis. So you might find that food may have to be 2 lots of food for 1 plank, or things like that. So, you know, it depends on what the strongest part of your area is. I mean, this area is very strong on iron, and we will be looking to put a deep mine in at some point in one of our points. So then that iron could then be transported over to Wallbrand, who would then look to do the iron work and change them into weapons for our choice, and then they will then go back for things like other items that can be switched between the two. And with regards to the third region, if I do get enough influence to go into the third region, then obviously by building up my farms, I can then transport food across in kind of like swapping over for, say, planks or timber or something along those sort of lines anyway. So future plans assist on all the towns as we go forward. Another thing I was going to look to do as well in regards to these two particular plots is one or two of them anyway, is once they're up to level 2, I'll be looking to put in a joiner's workshop, and I'll get the planks from both not only this village but also the other village, because I can make some shields, and then those shields will then go back to the main village, which is where obviously the army is. At the moment, you know, I could build 2 armies, 1 from each village, but I'm going to stick with 1 at the moment and see how it pans out from there. But I'm not going to do anything with them at the moment. I could potentially put, say, again, chicken coop for now. Build up the elements, because until these levels are complete, so a clothing store and a church level, you cannot upgrade them to level 2. So let's go back to the main town and take the game off pause so that they can continue gathering in the field. I think I've got something like 3 families working on there at the moment. You will probably find that yes, barley and wheat being gathered. Next year, the fields that are currently fallow will then go into wheat and barley, so they're kind of swapping over. Let's look at our sheep farm as well. At the moment, we've got 3 sheep in place, so I am hoping it won't be these next few months, because you're not allowed to do sheep shearing in the winter. But the likelihood will be is that come spring next year, we will be looking to get yarn involved, which is the weaver's workshop. I can't remember if I've already turned one of these into a weaver workshop. Probably not. Let's just double check. So we've got Fletcher's shop, we've got vegetables, bakery, more vegetables, goats for the hides. This one's a blacksmith. Again, more vegetables, and I think that's chicken coop. Yep. And again, we got a brewery there for the barley and malt. I'm actually trading in barley as we in from the trading post, so that we can actually build kind of until the barley crops become more plentiful. And again, that may be a point that the barley will come from the other region that I'm hoping to go into. And this one again at the moment is. This one is I'm waiting to build up, so I'm hoping to get this one up to possibly shoes. So, getting the cobblers into shoes was another form of clothing, which will then help with the marketplace. I can look to increase this one to level 2, I think. I'll just check my timber, because you need a certain amount of timber, 16 timber. So not only can you actually double the space, which I'm going to do first of all. So you might have noticed that when the plot was built, it's slightly wider, but not wide enough to go into 2 houses. So, like for example, here there is quite a few. So I built these all 4 in one hit. I went wide enough across, and they were all coming out as single housing. If you kind of plan it right, when you're doing your construction, you can build it wide enough to have what I call an annex. So you have a second. So again, the same with that one. Maybe didn't click on the first time. Maybe that was it. Then that's probably what it was. Yeah. So that's level 2 to go up to. So yeah. So what will happen is another family will go in here. Right, so we're at level 2, because obviously we need it for the brewery. I remember again before we need to get to level 3 on 3 of the properties, but again at the moment, clothing store is what we need, and this may be a good idea that we get this one up to 2, and then get this one over to becoming a weaver's workshop. Let's go into Waldbrand, see what's happening here. I'm waiting for families to move in. Sadly, our level is at 50%. So I've got 7 houses. So I'm hoping 2 more families move in, but we're literally borderline, which unfortunately means that until the growth happens, you might not get anybody come in. So given that the fact that I've got someone permanently on the forager hut, someone permanently on the granary to take in the meat as well, and I think, I've got a. So again, you need to have your marketplace stalls as well. So I got 2 stalls there. It's kind of trying to find a balance in that. Storehouse helps them transport. So with the logging, this will run out of room. So you need someone in the storehouse to take it from A to B. And I'm wanting to get this up, but at the moment I don't have enough planks. which is what this guy is supposed to be doing, but we haven't got anybody in place at the moment. So it is all kind of up in the air what to do. So it might be an idea. So counting on some. Let's look what we've got here. So food. We've got enough food for 2 years at the moment, based on our current residents. Although, like I said, we've got potentially room for 12 families, and we've only got 5 in place. So I'm going to take someone off of the hunting for now, and I'm going to build. I'm going to build a saw pit. Yeah, I'm going to build a saw pit because I need the planks. And I'm going to build it roughly close there, like that. And someone's moved in, which is even better. So there'll be 2 people doing this. So that's absolutely perfect timing. Just let that whiz on a minute. One of my other goals in this particular region in Wallbrand is to utilise the clay deposit. Now, clay you use for tiles primarily. I think it can be used for other things as well. But the plan will be to get someone into a mining pit and make good use of this. And we have a saw pit. Let's get someone in there. Right, so that's that one done. Let's go back to our outer village and see how that's panning along. Oh, a couple of question marks coming. Workers cannot find anything to gather within their work area for now. This would suggest that, yes, berries are seasonal. We've got some on the forager hut, but that's only because we're also building herbs for disease, and it's another thing I want to do with the forager hut in Wallbrand.
Well, perhaps it was simply a
And that's fine. Let's go on here. Access storage. Now, does this mean that we're running out of room in the iron pit? No. We're running out of room in the bloomery. No. Okay. Bit bemused what's going on here with this. In the meantime, let's upgrade this one. And then look to be able to put in something in here. Winter is approaching, as it very kindly tells us.
carrots, cabbages, turnips.
Now, what do we need to get to level 3? The clothing store, which is where the weaver's coming into. Right, okay.
You'll not find finer wares anywhere else.
Now, Hildebolt is claiming Goldhoff. Let's have a little look and see how that affects us, if at all. It's this one. It's not a major issue, but it is next to the one that I am looking for next, which is this one. I did want that because they've both got good farming areas, so we will be looking at some point to do that. I haven't got quite enough influence at the moment. There's our weaver's workshop. Actually, so that's quite handy. Let's put someone in there. I'd forgotten I'd done it manually, so that isn't as part of someone's house, so it is separate. So again, we won't be sharing anything at the moment. Wait, does this count as winter? No, it still counts as autumn, so we might get some sheep shearing done. Got enough in regards to sheep, so actually with regards to that, I can take that person out of there and take the trade off, because I no longer need to have anybody trading. Take off trade. Brilliant. Alright, so Okay, so they're doing the fields first, and that's generally what happens, and then you'll get the grain come out of the fields. At the moment, it's still there's nothing in there at the moment, so I would suggest that it's not been taking over to the granary. Oh, it has. Grain's there. Right. In that case, then let's get someone in the windmill. I don't want them to use that grain for anything else. So we do have a heavy plough for the permanent oxen, so that's possibly why that's been done. Yeah, so this is the next year. That one will put us fallow for the third year. That's where we are at the moment, so next year will be into that. These are coming in quite nice. That may be finishing soon. Okay, so we're going to turn this one into a tailor shop. And we've got enough timber to upload this one. Plenty of timber, so that can go on there. It would suggest now we're at a point where we can take people off the timber because we're literally ploughing through it now. Just leave one on there. Got 3 ploughing through there, so how are we doing with fibre? 63 fibre, that's fine. So we've now hit winter. December is among us. I just want to see how we are doing in Waldbrand. The saw pit's ticking over. Have we got any planks as of yet? We do. But I think that's from the supply we had anyway. We've got no timber now. So we really need someone back on the logging camp. So I've got 2 people on the logging camp because we've had another family move in, which is good. And we've shot down fuel-wise to 6 months, so we've got to be looking at potentially putting in a charcoal kiln. I want to make sure that we do have the availability to do that. We need charcoal burning as a development point, so we're not at the development stage yet. What do we need for another development point? We need to have 2 at level 2. Okay, let's head over to here and see if we've got any buildings close by. Church they need, and clothing. So we've definitely got to build a church. Yeah, so the church is our next port of call. So let's build the church. Can we put it here? I think we can just about squeeze. No, not enough goods. So we need 10 stone, 20 planks, and 5 timber. So we've got the planks now, we just don't have the timber. This is ironic. Okay, that's fine. And we should have plenty of stone, all being well. I think we probably have got plenty of stone. Just want to double check. Yeah. So it's the timber we need now. So as we know, managing to... This is the same again, probably the same situation with the forager huts. Nothing able to be collected because it is winter. It's gone right down. But we will... Actually, we can upgrade that now to a herb garden. That's good. So it'd be interesting to hear how your journey is coming along within this game. So, you know, I look forward to any comments that you have in regards to the progress. Any tips each way? I mean, obviously I'm showing you what I can do based on the information I know and the game I'm playing. But you might find there's other things that actually have come about. Excess goods need to be moved to a storehouse, otherwise workers may stop production. Only overflowing stocks. Interesting. Bearing in mind, actually, there's only one person working on there. Let's check the blurry. There's no one actually working in there. What's the iron supply at the moment? Plenty of iron ore. Right, let's do that. Put someone in the bloomery.
Look here.
Interesting to see why it's staying at the storage unit. Have we got someone on there? Yeah, we do. Maybe we need another person in there, as possible. I'm going to increase the size of the granary on this one as well, which would make life a little bit easier. There's one mill. So now that the flour is being generated, that should help us with the bakery. Who's over this one, is it? No, that one there we go. Yep, so plenty of bread going in. So this should be interesting to see how our bread stocks are coming up. 93 bread, so okay, fair enough. I think the good thing with this is I don't think we're going to run out of food now anytime soon, based on the fact that we have got these nice fields in place, amongst other things. Okay, so the yarn has been, so the wool there is being taken straight away. I presume to here. That's linen, and yarn. This is what we need. Right, okay, so we are stuck a bit, as we need to have dye as well. So we're a bit stuck at the moment with that. So I also need a dye workshop, and I don't want to use all my berries, although I haven't got any anyway. That's all the fun of the fair here. I'm going to put in another well. I've seen in some people's games that you can actually, your village can catch fire. There we go. No harm in having another well there. Okay, so we're going to try and get in a pack station as well now, which I believe is under logistics. There we go. So we'll put that in there, and we're going to put them over here. Now the thing about a pack station, this is where we were saying before about trading between towns. At the moment in Warbrand, I'm starting to get a little bit of coin, not a lot, but I want to get another pack station in there so we can start moving stuff across. So in theory, I can start moving some of the berries across in kind of and get back some work out to come back. So maybe what I would need in return is possibly some bread. Planks maybe for the joiner's workshop for the shields, so it's kind of working its way through there. Right, so let's have a look and see if we can put a pack station in here as well. I'm going to put it maybe somewhere around about here. No, there you go, and we should be okay, getting close to be able to put the church in place as well now. No, still not enough timber. Where are we to on timber? Still 2 more needed. Okay. Must be getting close then. having noticed like a windmill here, there's very little point me actually doing anything with this at the moment to reconstruct it. Although there is a possibility what may be useful is that with the if my attempt to the third region is going to go ahead, then I'd like to bring the wheat over here. And so again, like a trading point. Now we're saying here that the storage is full. So which storage unit is this is full? That one. So we'll upgrade that. That's fine. We'll get that sorted out. So there's little point me having someone in the weaver's workshop for the wool to yarn because I'm not shearing in the winter. So that takes care of that for another month or so. In the meantime, how are we doing in regards to grain? Grain is done, the flour is done, which means in that case there's no point having anybody in the windmill. Take them out of there, we can take them out of the work out there as well, and we can put them on other areas. So let's have a look and see what we can look at. Fuel's looking fine. 2 people on the hunting camp. It's the thought of who to have and where. That's the question. Right. I'm going to put someone else in the large storehouse because this note here is still saying that things need to be moved. So having more than one person, in fact, we'll do up to 3 in there. Having more than one person in there would certainly help. I'll have a look and see also if there's any... Yeah, so someone has arrived there. Shall we? Shall we raise the ground? Yes, I think it's a good time. So let's call the military up. And the retinue. And I'm also going to hire some mercenaries. The last time it was a successful bandit camp raid, which is fine, but unfortunately I lost a lot of people. So what I want to try and do is make sure that I don't do that again in a hurry. So here's the retinue. Here's my archers, and here's their. Right, so let's move them over to there. But make sure they're not running. They are just walking. Because you can tell whether they're running or not. If you just click on, for example, just click on this and put run, you can see there's a running symbol next to the scales. So take the run off and it's back to a walking, and that's what you need. You don't need them to be running. Okay, now it looks like... So you get a bit of a bonus when you're in... so these guys are running, which is probably not helping. Right, that's probably why. Okay. The fatigue was kicking in, so I'm hoping they'll kind of just make their way easily over there. And we will have a bit of a better cohesion. So you can see that the retinue have got effectiveness of 113%. Well, that's just dropped to 100%, and that's because they're climbing up over a hill by the look of it. What I'd like to try and achieve is have all of my army meet here. Oh, there. Right, let's whiz this on a bit, so we should be getting ourselves in shape. Let's get them all in one situ, and I want to see whether they've noticed us. They have. They've noticed us. Okay. So, let's just get ourselves in preparation. I want to put... Are they both archers? They are. So put the archers. So hang on. So basically put the... There. Put my archers there. And put my retinue there. And we'll wait for them to come to us. We won't run. Because I've got a distinct feeling that they're already firing. They are. So hopefully all being well. They're already running away. They're already broken. That's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Okay, so let's just take my archers. Just to go take the camp. So make your way over there. There's nobody else around, so we haven't got to worry about anybody else. New message. Take that to my treasury. Treasury change increased. And then we can head on home. So they're making their way back. These guys can head on back home to the territory as well. As soon as the Wayward Sons have done, I can then disband them. So that was a little bit more easier than the last two occasions that have happened. I'm glad to see that. Thank you for your assistance on that one, that's good. The retinue can be disbanded. Thank you. And we just need to get these guys over the border. And they can also be disbanded. Thank you very much indeed. So we can go back to work now. So we'll get to the point now of finding a convenient place to stop. We're into February, so we'll be soon headed into spring. Let's put that back to normal speed for now. How are we doing? So we've come through food-wise. We've got 5 months and 9 months of fuel. Bread is coming on quite nicely. We've got 3 lots of eggs, 5 lots of berries. So again, with all these plots on vegetables, it's really strange why we are not getting anywhere in regards to our yield. Now maybe it only happens at a certain time of the year, I don't know. But we're certainly not developing as much in the way of vegetables as I'd like to be. Never mind, we'll look at that. We need to concentrate soon on the tailor's workshop. I'm hoping that the pack station has been done. It is, so we can now look to get in a mule, because we need a mule to do that, and we'll get somebody into the... Yeah, so a mule is required. We've ordered one that will be en route shortly. Our barter partner is our neighbouring town, and I'll be looking to send probably, for now, probably planks, and in return, actually no, I want some berries, don't I, to make the dye. So what do we need? We need to think about this. Possibility is I might start selling some iron slabs over, or some planks. Actually, planks might be a good idea. But we're running out of planks. So we've got no one in the saw pit at the moment. We do now. Firewood, how are we doing with firewood? We've got 86, we can take people out of there, leave one store, put them back into the saw pit. We've got one person in there, but then that's hopefully the storage unit's coming on quite nicely. Got more than enough in charcoal being sorted out. Okay, so one final scoop over to Warbrand. Let's see how they're doing. Their pack station is also ready, and we can order a meal in for them. We won't put anybody in just yet. The likelihood will happen is that the berries will restart in spring. We'll get as many as we can. How are we doing on berries? 106. I'm going to start sending berries back across the water. I want to get a church up and done. We should be able to get the church in place now. Let's get the church done and started as well. Because I really want to get that sorted out. That's good. Once the church is done, we will be able to upgrade some of our housing. So it's all kind of moving in the right direction. So I think it's time to call an end to the video. I really hope that you've enjoyed today's content, and that also you're picking up stuff as we go along. As always, if you've got any comments or suggestions, please put them in the comments below. Also, let me know how you're doing. You may have some, as I said before in the video, you may have some more hints and tips yourself that you might want to share with everybody that I've not already covered. I'm not infallible. I'm more than happy to listen to anything in regards to tips that you've picked up. I know for a fact that there'll be things that I'm sure I've missed that may come on pick up as time goes on, but definitely. So thank you very much indeed, and enjoy the game, and I'll see you soon.